Hi, it's Kitty. So, I have other videos planned, but this one needs to be done. I've been driven mad. So, this is my 10th reasons why you should buy ASA. And I have, anyway, I'm just gonna get into it. Um, if you're confused, I'm not playing ASA. I'm playing ASE. Anyway, well, let's get into it. Number one, why of the reasons why you should not buy ASA is, well, the outlet blunt reason why is it is a money grab. They've practically said it is, and well, it is, and well, I mean, it's fine. Money grabs are fine. DLCs are fine. Paid updates are fine. You know, all these things are fine. And but they didn't just do that. They legit just made the same game and they're selling it for the full price, which technically they shouldn't be, because, well, think about it. It's not. It's not. It's gone back down. It's not an. It's not the full release. It's a beta game. It's in beta. Early. What is it? You know, early release. So they've got, the bugs and stuff, which I will get to later. But no, they're selling the full game, full price, all over it. Again, and it feels like nothing has changed. And, they've even said that it was, that they couldn't, so the big reason they said that they couldn't do it is because they were not able to post ASE through to UE, from UE4, Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, UE5, and they said this, which is okay, but I will get to that point a little bit later because it's not okay. And it is a money grab. They even said it was to a point in their community crunch, in one of the latest ones. So, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to move on for that. By point two. Point two comes down to the issues that we have. There are the same bugs from when we first played ASE in ASA. This leads me to the fact, and to continue my point from the first point, is that they were able to port some of, if not all of, a previous version of ASE through to UE5. So some of it was up because the bugs that are now showing are exactly the same bugs. Like the floating structures at 50 or 50. My numbers are all mixed up. And, those ones, the glitchiness, of different creatures, the sucker spin, nearly every single bug that we know of from the early beta stages of ASE are now in ASA. And then on top of that, they also have even their own bugs on top of that, obviously. Just I'm trying to stay on track. I have written these notes, but I'm going off on a tangent in some of these things. But they say they could not port it. It really does show that they did port it to somewhat. And even without some of the bugs, the way they got it out so quickly, I think they did already have a lot of it ported. Yes, they might have to have written a few of them down, but no. a lot of it was done. Point 3. I need to stop. I need to stick with my notes. Point 3. Arc 2 is not what we thought or hoped it would be. This was announced in one of their community crunches as well. It's just Arc 2 is going to be a Souls-like game. Souls-like as in your Elden Ring and your Dark Souls and all the other ones you can think of that I can't because, well, I don't play them. Wildcard also mentioned with this announcement that they were worried that their player base will not want to play this game, which is probably entirely true. In my case, yes. Unfortunately, it will be entirely true. They're worried that because it's not going to be Arc 1, they're worried that it won't be, their player base will not want to play it, so they won't get the money for it, or they won't make up the money that they've already spent on. I don't know exactly why, but they don't think that Arc 2 is going to be as great as, their original Arc because of this big change, yet they still want to make the game, which is fine, and I think they should. Though Ark as a Souls-like game seems weird, but okay. Point 4. Point 4 leads me on to what we wanted Ark to be. And it was, not all, I suppose, but a lot of us, including myself, and I used to sit hours and hours in a Discord chatting to groups of my friends who we are obsessed with ASE, and we thought because of the lack of updates for Primitive Plus that Arc 2 would be Primitive Plus. We all thought that this would be it. Arc 2 would be our Primitive Plus. The weapons they showed, the video, the trailer that they announced, everything led us to think that we had some possibility it was going to come back to basics, and we were in love with that idea. But it is not. They're making us a totally different game. But in saying all of that, why could they not have made ASA into our Primitive Plus that we all dearly love and wish was working? It probably would have been even cheaper to make. They have ASA. They could have ported most of ASE over. They could have ported Prim Plus over with it and just made it work. I don't know. It probably cost exactly the same of what they've done. And I'm telling you now, more people would have bought it. And wouldn't be me sitting here not buying it. Primitive Plus could have been the ASA that we wanted and the Arc 2 that we needed. No. RIP. Primitive Plus. Number 5. The money that was used for ASA and the TV show, which will never be coming out. It could have been used to finish Arc 2, or thereabout, or close to it, and given us a creature update. I don't know. I would have been happy to pay for a creature DLC that added new creatures to all the maps, or the selected maps that they're on ASA. I would have been happy to pay for that. They could have saved their money and went and finished making Arc 2. even though it wasn't going to be okay, I'm going to stop with that point. But, you know, they didn't have to do what they did and just finished it off in UE4. Continue making it in UE4. The game is friggin' pretty and I don't even have it on higher resolution. I probably should have for the video, but it's still an amazing game. And yeah, and then we could have been patiently waiting for you to make Ark 2. Yes, it was going to be delayed and probably another 1 or 2 more years, which is fine. Yes, your community is going to complain and whinge and whine. We always do because no one's patient anymore. But you would have brought it out and it would have been lovely, you know, and we would have been all been happy and pleased, mostly. Where am I up to? 6. This is my shortest point, but there's been so many copies of ASA just given out for free for your, you know, I know why you do it, and that's fine, it's free marketing, but you've just thrown all this money. No money is being generated for your free copies that you've just given out. Just saying. I'm just saying. And then these people are getting free copies and they're not giving you any money. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. It's fine. It's fine. 7. Mods that were promised to us for and told us and everything like that, just they're not happening. Little mods are being released. Modders are having a wild time getting them out. You can't put out the big mods. You have to put the little mods out. I have mods on ASC. And I don't have to wait to worry. And I am happy with that. I don't need your mods, ASA. Oh. Number 8. Number 8 is a sore point for me. There is only one server to host them all. They're being overloaded. You can't cluster maps. And I want to point out, there are modded maps already on the mod store for ASA, yet we can't cluster any maps. Not until the next map comes out in, I think it was February or March or something. When Scorched Earth comes out, then you can cluster maps. At the moment, maps can't be clustered. The host can't cluster them, and Wildcard refuses to allow us to cluster. So I don't know whose fault is all of this, and I don't care. It's no one's fault, or it's everyone's fault. You can't cluster maps. That's just weird. But in saying that, we can't do that. But there's more. This host, I have been with a lot of hosts. I've also been with this host. They have no shutdown timers for ASA. They will just, so restarts are good for server. You can't do that. You're not able to. It will just restart. There's no warning, no timing. I think there's a 30-second timer saying, oh, the server's going to be shut down, and then just kick you off. You have to copy your own single player files over to the server host just so you can edit your server things. These are single player files you are copying over, by the way, not server files. We don't have them. If someone could actually get me them, that would be great. Wildcard, if you actually do watch this video and you watch to this point, can you please send me your server files? Thank you very kindly. Or can you also at least give them to your server host so they can put it onto their website so we can edit it, so we could have server rates and not single player rates. Thank you very kindly. These are not beginner friendly server hosts. It really not. And no, the sore point must move on. By the way, before I get, these server hosts are not just for us for 1 year or 6 months or something. They're here for quite a number of years with us. And if these aren't updated and changed soon, I don't know. It just does not feel right. And please do better. Pretty please. 9. The mods that we play on ASE. These mods have fixed most of the stuff that they've now put into ASA. And if mods could have done that, ASA could have been fixed or updated so much faster. And as I already mentioned before, I would have been happy to have paid for another update that overhauled our buildings, our dinos, added new dinos in. I positively have been happy to have done that. You could have had your money that way. and 10. Just know. ASE is my game of choice. I like this game. I like my mods. I'm disappointed that some of the modders aren't staying here. I'm slightly disappointed that some of the bigger players aren't coming out with the reasons why they shouldn't and getting won over by Wildcard. I know it's not Wildcard's fault. And Wildcard made a fantastic game. And they could have made it more fantastic. They could have kept making it new. There are so many other ways to have done stuff, and I am sad and slightly disappointed. But I'm here. I'm going to stay here. And I'm not making another Ark video. I'm Kitty. And this is my last Ark video. Goodbye.